Welcome to today's video, where we're going to take you through the entire process of applying for an Australia work visa. Whether you're planning to move to Australia for work or you're just curious about the opportunities available, this guide will help you understand the visa options, eligibility criteria, and application steps. Australia is one of the top destinations for skilled workers from around the world due to its strong economy, high quality of life, and diverse job opportunities. So, if you're ready to learn how to work in Australia, let's dive in. Australia offers several work visa options depending on your skills, qualifications, and the type of work you're looking for. Let's break down the most common types of Australian work visas to help you find the one that suits your needs. 1. Temporary Skill Shortage TS's Visa Subclass 482. This is one of the most popular work visas for skilled workers. If you have the skills that are in demand in Australia, this visa allows you to work for an approved employer for up to 4 years. Your occupation must be on the Skilled Occupation List (SOL), which we'll talk about later in the video. 2. Skilled Independent Visa Subclass 189. This visa is for skilled workers who are not sponsored by an employer, state, or territory. It's a permanent visa, which means you can live and work in Australia indefinitely. You must be invited to apply, and your occupation must be on the medium and long-term strategic skills list (MOTESL). 3. Skilled Nominated Visa Subclass 190. This is another permanent visa for skilled workers, but it requires a nomination by an Australian state or territory government. Your occupation must be on the MOTESL or the Short-Term Skilled Occupation List (STOL). 4. Employer Nomination Scheme Subclass 186. If you have a job offer from an Australian employer who is willing to sponsor you for a permanent position, this visa allows you to work and live permanently in Australia. 5. Working Holiday Visa Subclass 417. For young people aged 18-30 from eligible countries, this visa allows you to work in Australia while you're on holiday. It's a temporary visa that lasts for up to 12 months. 6. Regional Sponsored Migration Scheme ASAM's Visa Subclass 187. This is a permanent visa for skilled workers who are willing to live and work in regional Australia. Your employer must nominate you for this visa. Each of these visas has its own requirements and conditions, so make sure to choose the one that best aligns with your qualifications and goals. The first step in applying for any Australian work visa is to check your eligibility. Each visa has specific criteria you must meet, and failing to meet these can result in your application being denied. Let's look at the general requirements across most work visas. 1. Skilled Occupation List (SOL). Your occupation must be listed on the Skilled Occupation List or one of the other approved lists, like the MOTESL or STOL. This list includes jobs that Australia has a shortage of, such as engineers, IT professionals, nurses, and tradespeople. You can find the full list on the Australian Department of Home Affairs website. The link is provided in the description box of this video. 2. Skills Assessment. You'll need to undergo a skills assessment for your occupation to ensure you meet Australian standards. The assessing body varies depending on your profession. 3. English Language Proficiency. Most work visas require you to prove your English language proficiency by taking an approved test like the IELTS, PTE Academic, or TOEFL IBT. The required score varies by visa and occupation. 4. Health and character requirements. You must meet certain health and character standards, which may include undergoing a medical examination and providing a police clearance certificate from your home country. 5. Age limit. For many skilled visas, there is an age limit. Typically, you must be under 45 years old at the time of application. Once you confirm your eligibility for the visa type you want, you can move on to the application process. If you're applying for a skilled visa like the Skilled Independent Visa Subclass 189 or the Skilled Nominated Visa Subclass 190, the first step is to submit an Expression of Interest (EOE) through the Skill Select system. What is an EOE? An expression of interest is essentially a way to let the Australian government know that you want to apply for a visa. It's not an application itself, but it's the first step in the process. You'll need to provide details about your skills, work experience, qualifications, and the type of visa you're applying for. You can submit your EOE online through the SkillSelect platform on the Department of Home Affairs website. Once your EOE is submitted, you may be invited to apply for a visa, depending on your score and the demand for your occupation.
Before we proceed further in this video, I kindly request just 1 minute of your time to introduce our books currently available for purchase on Amazon.com. We currently have 2 books on sale. The first book is titled Discover Abroad: Navigating Travel, Immigration, Study, and Employment Opportunities Abroad. Our second book is titled 450 Business Analyst Interview Questions and Answers, Ace Your Interview. These books are designed to help you expand your horizons, embrace new experiences, and unlock a world of possibilities. Additionally, the interview book can assist you in standing out from the competition and landing your dream job abroad. Simply click on the link provided in the description box of this video to order yours now.
Once you've been invited to apply for an Australian work visa, it's time to gather the necessary documents. Each visa will have specific document requirements, but here are some common ones you'll need. 1. A copy of your valid passport. 2. Evidence that you've passed the relevant skills assessment for your occupation. 3. Results from an approved English language test like IELTS or TOEFL. 4. Detailed documentation of your previous work experience, including reference letters from past employers. 5. Certificates and transcripts from your educational institutions. 6. You may need to undergo a medical examination to prove that you meet Australia's health requirements. 7. A certificate showing you have no criminal record in your home country or any other country you've lived in. Make sure you have these documents ready and keep copies of everything for your records. Now that you've gathered all your documents, it's time to submit your visa application. Here's how to do it. Most work visa applications are submitted online via the Department of Home Affairs website. You'll need to create an NIMI account, which is where you'll upload your documents, pay the visa application fee, and track the status of your application. Each visa has an associated fee, which varies depending on the visa type and your circumstances. Make sure to pay the fee when submitting your application, as incomplete applications can be delayed or rejected. Visa processing times vary depending on the visa type. For instance, temporary work visas may take a few weeks, while permanent visas can take several months. You can check the expected processing time on the Department of Home Affairs website. Once your application is submitted, all you can do is wait for a decision. During this time, the Department of Home Affairs may request additional information or documents, so keep an eye on your email and NIMI account for any updates. It's important to respond quickly to any requests to avoid delays. If your visa is approved, congratulations! You can now make plans to live and work in Australia. Depending on the type of visa, you'll have different rights and conditions, such as 1. The ability to work for a specific employer, or any employer if you hold a skilled visa. 2. If you've been granted a permanent visa, you'll be able to live, work, and study in Australia indefinitely. 3. Some visa types grant you access to Australia's healthcare system, Medicare, and other social benefits. If your visa is denied, the Department of Home Affairs will inform you of the reasons and whether you have the right to appeal the decision.
And that's it. Applying for an Australia work visa may seem complicated, but with careful planning and by following the steps we've discussed, you can successfully navigate the process and be on your way to working in Australia. Whether you're applying for a temporary or permanent visa, the key is understanding the requirements, gathering all necessary documents, and staying on top of deadlines. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos on work visas and immigration. If you have any questions about the Australia work visa process, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to help. See you in the next video.